Good afternoon. My question is to Dede Ayew. You've been three-time finalists since you last won the Africa Cup of Nations back in 1982. What can you say is predominantly the problem with Ghanaian football, considering that you last won it, as I did say, back in '82?
Good afternoon. I wouldn't say there's a problem. I think we have been unlucky in the last editions. I think we have the best African record of the team getting into the last four or the finals in the last 10-15 years, but with no trophy. So we keep working, but I think that there was a few times that we deserved the trophy. We were a bit unlucky. We need to keep working, keep going, not lose hope, and then one day will be our turn, but only with hard work.
Yes, question? Questions? Okay. Question for the coach. Coach, your team is playing tomorrow a very big match, your first match in this AFCON against Morocco. What do you know about this Moroccan team, and how did you prepare for that big game? Open the microphone. Yes.
Otvaramo game, znači jednu dobru utakmicu, jednu takmičarsku utakmicu da odigramo. Vidjet ćemo, znamo dosta toga o njima, tako da ući ćemo u utakmicu. Nadam se da dobro počnemo i da još bolje završimo.
We prepared ourselves well. Of course, we know Morocco team very well. We are very positive. We have a good group of players. We are all doing our best. So I'm expecting tough match, an excellent match. I hope people will enjoy. For us, it's important to start the match we want and to finish the match. It's even more important to finish the match the way we want.
Questions? Yes, is the one.
To the coach, conspicuously missing from his team currently is Kudus Mohammed of Ajax Amsterdam. We've seen Ajax Amsterdam wish two of its players participating in this competition well, in Sebastian Haller and Andre Onana, omitting him. Is he aware of this, and how does it affect his preparation? Yes. Kudus Mohammed is a player on the list, and he's currently not with the team. We've seen Ajax wish Haller and Onana well in the competition, omitting him, and that's a conspicuous omission. What does he make of that? Has he been spoken to, or is there any indication to that effect?
Što se Kudusa tiče, on se povredio na zadnjoj utakmici veoma važnoj protiv Južne Afrike. Izašao u 10. minutu, međutim mi smo tu utakmicu dobili. On je vratio se u klub, imao dug oporavak i on će doći, priključit će nam se, nadamo se što pre i normalno čekamo da nam on pomogne u ovom, da budemo zajedno.
Mohamed Kudus got injured in our last match against South Africa, so it was a rib injury. He went back to his club. He didn't train for some time. He was taking treatments. He started training recently, so we're expecting him to join us in the next few days or maybe 1 week time when he's ready. So we will have him for the next matches. Definitely at some part of the competition we can count on him for sure.
So my question is to Coach. Morocco especially, we've heard about other teams having their plans being disrupted by COVID. Some teams have lost players, and it's become very troublesome for them getting to field even their best of 11 players. Do we have such a situation with the Ghana team? And if it is, sir, is it possible we get to know the situation now? Thank you.
Pa sigurno da je problem veliki sa covidom i moj nekak utisak je ko bude se bolje snašao tu da će imati većeg uspjeha, jer veliki je protivnik covid. Mi smo se sada svi testirali, imali smo malo problema, ne mnogo, I mi smo se testirali, svi smo pozitivni, tako da i pozitivno ulazimo u ovaj turnir.
Yeah, COVID is a serious issue these days, and I've seen that some of the teams had problems, and this can affect the teams very much in this competition. For us, we did our PCR test yesterday, and everybody is okay, so we don't have any problems, and we hope it will stay that way in the future.
Thank you. My question goes to coach. You recently lost 3-0 to Algeria. How is tomorrow's game going to be different against Morocco?
Dobro, sigurno da smo tu utakmicu bili planirali da imamo, odigrali smo pod uslovima da nismo imali dovoljno igrača, da nismo imali, ali utakmica je bila zakazana i nismo mogli da je odložimo, sigurno bi odložili da smo mogli. To je iza nas, mi se koncentrišemo, poslije te utakmice su nam došli igrači i sigurno da smo dosta jači sada i protiv Maroka, tako da to je iza nas, a ta utakmica nam je poslužila da vidimo ono što smo mi htjeli.
You know that this situation with new rules that players who stay in the clubs totally affected our game preparations, and we're supposed to play 2 matches before Algeria match, but these matches had to be cancelled since we didn't have many players. Even many players arrived just day or 2 before Algeria match, you know, and it was these circumstances were, you know, so difficult for everybody, but at the end, you know, this is in the past, and we got from this match what we wanted. We are feeling confident. We know what we can do, and we are very positive about the next match because we always think for the future. So this is something that we really are focused on now.
Yes, here in the middle.
Thank you, Coach. In the game against Algeria, the friendly, we saw you use Daniel Amate at right back. I want to find out, is it that you are not comfortable with the right backs there, or there's something special about Daniel Amate why you want to use him there, please?
Dobro, to je iza nas, mi smo vidjeli svoje, stavili smo ga prinudno, ali to je iza nas, ne bih više o tome, mi se koncentrišemo sad na utakmicu sa Marokom.
We didn't have any right back for this match, so this was the reason, but we don't want to focus and talk about the previous match. Now we talk about Morocco because Andy Edom just arrived, you know, the day before this match, so it would be crazy to let him play immediately. And you know, we should talk about Morocco match. I don't think Algeria match is important. This was just a training match.
Yeah, my question goes to Coach. What is the injury situation in the camp now? And back home, you said you don't want to talk about Algeria's game, but after the 3-0 loss to Algeria, a lot of people do not have confidence in the team. What words do you have for Ghanaians back home? And Andre, what words do you have for Ghanaians back home since we have entered into our 40 years without the trophy, and people think that this is the time for the trophy to come home?
Dobro, mislim, turnir nije ni počeo, oni se pitaju. Pazite, turnir počinje sutra i trajaće dugo. Znači, trajaće dugo za one ekipe koje izađu iz grupe. Sad treba igrati na rezultat. Pazite, znači na rezultat. Ta utakmica, mi smo je zaboravili i jednostavno prvi fokus nam je Maroko i prvi fokus nam je da izađemo iz grupe. Kako izaći iz grupe? Onda idu dalje utakmice, znači svaka sljedeća utakmica je najbitnija utakmica, tako da nema potrebe da se oni opterećuju, jednostavno daćemo sve od sebe da uzmemo taj trofej i nemamo ozbiljnih povreda za sada.
We don't have any serious injury issues in our team. About expectation and People should be positive, you know, because they shouldn't think about this previous match as something important. Competition starts today. For us, it starts tomorrow. So we are taking one step at a time. We have full faith in everybody around us. Players are ready to go, and we have the quality. We have the passion for this. You know, we are dedicated. We know how important it is for all Ghanaians. For us, every next match is the important match, the most important match. So first we are thinking about playing this group stage and going to the next stage. So every next we will just focus when the time comes, and we are all aware how important it is for Ghanaians, but for all of us. You know, this is something that we are very passionate about. So we will do everything we can to make everybody in Ghana happy.
Niko nas ne svrstava u favorite, kao što vidite.
Nobody consider us as favorites even before the competition, but we are here
to
to try to prove them wrong. It's good for us.
Question for Dede Ayew.
Okay. The same question to the guy.
No. Sorry, sir. For the yellow shirt. Thank you.
Andre, my question goes to you. So, quick one. You are leading the team as captain for the second AFCON. Ghana hasn't done too well in recent months, and there isn't a lot of good morale going into this AFCON. What do you have to bring to the table in terms of leadership for this particular tournament?
Well, as Coach said, I want to focus on what's ahead, but when you say Ghana have not been too well, I don't get where you are really coming from, because we are qualified into the playoffs and we qualified for the AFCON. So that is a bit, I don't know, but yes, honestly, it's a very tough competition. We know that people are seeing us as underdogs, but it's part of football. Teams have proved that they have progressed. Teams have proved that they can win a lot of games in a row. So we didn't win lots of games in row. So it's normal that they want to see us as underdogs, but we take it with a lot of determination, hunger to prove that Ghana will never die. So whatever happens, we will die to the end. We will die on the pitch, and we'll make sure that this jersey, everybody who wears it will sweat to his last, any energy he has to the end.
Questions? Somebody else who has never asked a question yet? Yes, sir.
My question to Andre. So Andre, you are captain of the team, one of the most experienced players in the squad. But for the first time in a very long time, we're going to an AFCON where more than 50% of the team are going to play their first AFCON tournament. What kind of conversations are you having with these people? Because a big tournament like this kind of can be overwhelming for these young players. What are you communicating to them?
It is overwhelming. It is the best tournament in Africa and the biggest tournament in Africa, which we should acknowledge and respect. These guys have the opportunity to prove themselves in front of the world, not just Africa. My teammates are guys which have great talent. Some are very young, but the talent is top. So we are just there to help. And first of all, we are there to do our job. We have to create the example to the others on and off the pitch. But yes, we try to let them understand what an AFCON means to you individually, but as a country. So they know, they are aware, they are ready as a team. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. But it's not going to be easy for us, but it's not also going to be easy for the opponents. So we are going to go to the end, and at the end we'll see what will come out of it.
I'll take one more question for the coach, and then we end this press conference. Une dernière question pour l'entraîneur du Ghana, et ensuite on mettra fin à la conférence de presse. Question pour l'entraîneur? Antoine. Là-bas, devant vous, voilà.
Coach, vous êtes arrivé très très tard au Cameroun. Est-ce que c'était un choix? Est-ce que c'était pour des raisons sanitaires? Et est-ce que ça vous laisse tout simplement le temps de vous acclimater, de vous préparer correctement?
Coach, you arrived late in Ghana. Was it a choice for you coming late in Ghana? Was it a choice or because health reason? And don't you think that will affect the acclimatation of the team in this country?
Pa obično pred prvu utakmicu smo dolazili tako i ovo sad kada smo igrali za svjetsko prvenstvo. Obično tako koristimo. Međutim, malo, sad je COVID i to, tako da malo nam je poremetio odmor, ali mislim da je to ok, da će biti sutra spremni svi za utakmicu.
We did this intentionally. It was our plan, to spend time there in Qatar for preparations. We had peaceful and quiet environment. Everything was okay. So, and I'm sure players will be ready. They don't need much time for accommodation. The weather conditions in Ghana and Cameroon are pretty similar. So, I'm sure they're raring to go and they will be on their top. This is how usually we do. Even when we play matches away, we don't come too early. For these matches, so this is our usual practice.